Fight fans, it's Kwame Ajamu again, or should I say classic boxing and MMA, coming at you from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, I already made a video saying that it's very possible that that Al Heyman may have his guys signed to what looked to me an advisor contract, which looked to me like a slave contract, if that indeed is Al Heyman's contract with his fighters. I already said that it's stipulated that any fighter under Al Heyman, any endeavor he took upon, any financial endeavor, pretty much resulting from his popularity or from his status as a head an elite fighter, any like endorsement deals, commercials, movies, even if he was featured on songs, anything he got from that endeavor, Al Heyman would get like a 15% cut. Also, he could not partake in negotiations with any other promoters, managers, what have you, or anybody else, networks, negotiations to fight any boxing matters, any fights. In other words, if Deontay Wilder wanted to go to the zone, he could not, because stipulation in the contract is that he cannot enter into any negotiations with any other promoter or manager, period, without his advisors say so or approval. If that's real, then that's why I said before, you see Heyman fighters being offered millions and millions of dollars to fight on the zone. In some cases, 5 and 6 times more than they ever made with Heyman, and they won't go. They can't go, if that is the case. Now that I said that about Heyman and his fighters, let's turn to Matchroom and AJ specifically, okay? First of all, let's turn to Golden Boy too. I read what was supposed to be a copy of Heyman's advisor contract on the web, and it was supposed to have come out during the trial of Golden Boy taking Arum to court. It also came out that Golden Boy participated in similar practices as I just described to you. As far as Heyman's contracts go, slave contracts, Golden Boy also had similar type stipulations in his contracts, and that, which is Oscar De La Hoya, the CEO of Golden Boy. So now we're seeing that Barry Hearn, though what he said was put foot in mouth, and what he said could look bad, very bad, especially in front of American blacks. It's the truth. They have these fighters under slave contracts. No doubt about it. So now let's look at Anthony Joshua, okay? First, Anthony Joshua has Eddie Hearn able, like, power of attorney, just like the Al Heyman contracts. You damn near give him power of attorney over your whole career Al Heyman, that is. And Eddie Hearn, one time, I think Deontay Wilder said that they sent him a contract, but Joshua's name was not on the contract, but Eddie Hearn's name was signed where Joshua's name should be. And Joshua said, replied that, Hearn replied that Joshua trusts him and let him handle such matters. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like one of those same said slave contracts that I think we've established that Al Heyman has his fighters sign, that Golden Boy has his fighters sign. So if Barry Hearn said that these promoters had these guys on the slavery contracts, and already pretty much proven that Al Heyman, or not necessarily proven, but evidence, meaning that there is evidence but it's not exactly proven, that Al Heyman has slave contracts, Golden Boy has slave contracts, then of course Matchroom has slave contracts. Also, you notice that Anthony Joshua came to America on his own without Eddie Hearn. When Deontay offered that $5 million for a fight. Then, all of a sudden, you didn't hear no more from AJ in America. He came back. Eddie Hearn did not accompany him that time. And for some reason, they did everything they could for AJ not to take that fight. Could that possibly have been Eddie Hearn's veto power over all AJ's boxing decisions, and Eddie and Barry Hearn deciding that they did not want him, they didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder at that time. They wanted to marinate, and AJ having to go along with this because of the slave-like contract that he probably signed. Then you'll notice Eddie, who himself is in probably a slave-like contract to the Zone, when the Zone started pressuring him to produce, all of a sudden now AJ is running around almost like Ali